What happens to the bosses and their thrones after they lose the fight with Veznan?
We know the Golden King Bolgar was so proud of his wealth and treasure. He had a big and amazing throne where he was sitting proudly and was making claims about how strong he is and how easily he was going to destroy us. But he was not aware how strong was Veznan and his army. That's why he was so confident when he started the fight with his strong robot suit. But we were well prepared for him and destroyed him within seconds with our strong towers.
Any last words?
And you know, after winning the battle, Veznan took his revenge and captured the empire. And let us go and check what happened to the majestic throne of the Golden King after the battle, once the empire is under the control of Veznan. You can see two goblins sitting on the throne and trying to play with the electric charging point, which was charging the robotic suit of Bolgar. This shows how things changes. In a small amount of time, Bolgar was so proud of his wealth, and now everything is with Veznan and his army. Now let's check what happens with the second boss of the main campaign, who is Arcas. Arcas was initially sitting on the top of a dragon, who was helping him in the battle by freezing our soldiers and the hero. But as soon as the boss fight begins, we realize his real throne was Jackal. He was sitting on top of Jackal's head, and it was initially covered in ice. Jackal also helped him in the fight by throwing ice and snow to our towers and the soldiers. Unlike Bolgar, Arcas and Jackal was really strong, and we struggled to destroy them. And let us see what happened to Arcas and his throne after the battle, once his kingdom was under the control of Veznan and his army. You can see the goblins created a statue of Arcas with ice, and put his crown and axe on it. Or maybe, the whole body of Arcas turned into ice, and the goblins took it and put it on his throne as a souvenir from the battle. This time, we are going to check what happened to Lozagon, who is also a wizard with strong magic powers like Veznan. Lozagon do not really have a throne. He has moving houses and a giant spoon pouring poison on our troops to help him. But that's not enough to defeat Veznan. But he is standing on a big tower. Let's see what happens to him and his tower after the battle. You can see his tower is completely destroyed, and the moving houses and the magic spoons are also missing. It's the turn of Gerald the Lightseeker now. He was such a great hero in Kingdom Rush 1, but now he is a boss with a big mouth, and we can see that he is taking a sun bath in his castle while his soldiers are fighting. We can also see that he was being served drinks. We know he is a strong boss, but we are well prepared for him, and we are going to destroy him very soon. He is finished. Now, we have to see what will happen to his castle, where he was having a great time taking sun bath and cocktails. You can see a group of goblins are having a great time in the castle of Gerald, and one of them is taking a sun bath. The rest of them are drinking cocktails and having a party. We can also see the chef of Gerald standing there and preparing a barbecue for the goblins. Now let's see what happens to the king himself. King Dinas was sitting in his fort comfortably while the soldiers were fighting in the battlefield, and Veznan destroyed his soldiers, and Paragon, the archdemon created by Veznan, destroyed the lock of the fort, and Veznan is going to take his revenge. This is the moment Veznan was waiting all these years. He is going to see King Dinas face to face. Veznan dethroned King Dinas using a very strong spell, and now we don't really know where he sent him to. The last time King Dinas defeated Veznan, Veznan ended up in a cage. Now who knows where King Dinas will end up? Now let's see what happens to the fort of King Dinas. We can see that the fort is there without any change. We cannot see goblins or anyone around. I think Veznan do not want to insult King Dinas and his pride. End of the day, they were good friends in the past. Let's see what happens to Pollux the Wise. He is a giant frog and he has magic abilities. And we have to note that he do not have a throne, instead he has a pool. We have to wait and see what will happen to this pool after he loses the battle. Wow, a group of goblins are having a great time in the pool of Boss Pollux the Wise. They are taking a sunbath and having cocktails. One of them is swimming as well. The last one in our list is the Winter Queen. She has a throne made of snow, and she is also a bit arrogant like most of the other bosses, and we are going to destroy her quickly, so that we can see what happens to her throne. Again, we can see a group of goblins sitting and playing around her throne. The moral of the story, you can be in big positions, but do not think they are permanent. Which one of this video was your favorite? Please let me know in the comments. For me, the one of Gerald's castle was the best one. Thank you for watching.